Adolfo, thank you very much for being here today. It's always a pleasure to listen to you and your views on the Spanish market. You are a real estate veteran in the region here. You
Too
have
bad.
seen, it's good. You like experience. You just participate in a panel here in Madrid, and I could see everybody paying a lot of attention to everything you said. So I want to bring to our audience your views on the real estate market here in Spain and the transformations in the last few years, and what brought us to the moment that we are now.
I think probably the most important change that we have seen in the Spanish market is talent. I remember, I don't know, 20 years ago in this market, I think the younger professionals, they didn't want to do real estate and they wanted to do M&A, they wanted to do consulting, things which were more fancy on those days. But I think that over the last years, the market has been able to attract a lot of talent. Probably the big catalyst of that change was GFC. I think GFC Spain, as we know, was highly affected, and especially the real estate market in Spain. So a lot of people just left the industry or were forced to leave the industry, and we started to see people flying from London to Madrid to look into the market, and these people were more, I would say, more financial guys and less bricks and mortar guys. And that brought to the market like new blood, new ideas, new ways to see things. And since then, I think that real estate has become like a very interesting destination for just recent graduates. So I think talent was key in this change.
Very interesting. And considering the current moment of the market, is there any asset class that stands out? Something that you are paying more attention compared to other asset classes?
Living and hospitality. I think those are the two asset classes where we see a lot of potential. Obviously, living includes a lot of different things. BTS is totally different from PBSA, whatever. But I would say that senior living is in my view the next thing. We started with BTS, then we saw how institutional money moved into BTR, PBSA, now co-living or flex living or studio living. And I think we still don't have like a single name for that. Not everyone agrees on how to call it, but let's call it flex living, for instance. But I think senior living might be the next thing, because I think Spain has a lot to offer to senior citizens, and we still don't see institutional capital going into that part of the market. And yeah, I think this might be the next thing in within living.
We talk about asset classes, but you cover not only Spain, but Southern Europe. Yeah. How do you see these markets? Any opportunities that you would favor in these markets as well?
Yeah, probably considering Italy, Spain, and Portugal, I think there is a common pattern on what asset classes we are looking into these three countries. I think we talk about hospitality. We favor hospitality in these three countries. Same thing with for instance, student accommodation. Spain is probably well ahead of the other two in terms of supply and maturity of the market. But still, we see a lot of opportunities on Italian PBSA, on Portuguese PBSA, and probably finally logistics, where we would favor Italy over Spain and Portugal at the moment. But yeah, there is a common pattern on Southern Europe.
Final question: is there any main challenge right now here in Spain and the real estate market? Anything that maybe keeps you up at night, or a challenge that needs to be addressed?
Yeah, I think the Spanish real estate market has been traditionally very volatile. We move from one end to the other. While you look at the German market, it's more steady, more boring, I would say, but we like boring as investors. Right? So now we are on the bright side on the market in Spain, considering that things in France and Germany are not going that well. So yeah, as recent as a investment destination. So we are living this momentum. If I would mention one thing, is probably regulation. We have the central government, we have 17 regional governments, we have around 8,000 municipalities. So we have a very complex legal framework. And you know that politicians, they love to regulate real estate, right? So there is like kind of inflation in new regulations, new laws, and each level is producing laws which sometimes are contradictory. So I think our main challenge is that our main ask will be to have a simple, clear, and not ever changing legal framework. That will be perfect for the market.
Adolfo, thank you very much. Love it.
Thanks to you for having me.
Which has happened many a couple of times.